Hey, what's up everyone? So today I want to talk to you about a situation that I'm sure we've all encountered. So we have an app that is currently supporting several versions of iOS, and there is a bug that seems to be specific to a version of iOS. Let's say for instance iOS 13. So we write a workaround in our code in order to solve the bug for this specific version of iOS. But we would like to also have a reminder that once we drop support for this specific version of iOS, so in that case iOS 13, we want to have a reminder so that we can remove this workaround from the code base. Basically, we don't want this workaround to stay for longer than it needs, because most of the time it's going to be some kind of a hack or some kind of way to bypass a specific issue. So you can take a look at the code behind me and you can see that I have, we could say, simulated, so very simple simulation of a UI view controller in which in view.did I've had to write some kind of code in order to solve an issue that is specific to iOS 13. And as you can see, I have also added a command, so a to-do command to say, to do remove once we drop iOS 13. So having this command, it's better than nothing, because at least, there is a reminder in the code, but it is what we could call a manual reminder, meaning that once we have dropped iOS 13, we will need to manually look for our code, maybe use the search feature of Xcode in order to find all of these little to-dos and, manually go through them and check if we need to remove some code. And today, what I want to show you is that it's actually possible to write this kind of reminder in a way where, it will actually be the Swift compiler that will remind us that we need to check some portions of our code. So how could we do it? Well, we are going to use one of the attributes that the Swift compiler offers us, and we're going to take a look at the @available attribute. So first thing, I'm going to remove this to-do command, and I'm going to replace it by something that might seem a little bit weird, but don't worry, I will explain why I'm doing this. And so instead of a reminder, I'm going to paste the declaration of a local variable. So you can see it's a local variable. I've called it a reminder, and inside, I'm just storing a function that does nothing. So it's kind of the empty function, we could say. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to annotate this declaration with the attribute, so @available. And so I'm going to give some extra information, so some parameters to this attribute. So first, I'm going to say that this only applies to iOS. Then I'm going to set a deprecated version. And so the way this argument deprecated works is that once the minimum target of the app is going to be greater than or equal the deprecated version, the Swift compiler will emit a warning. So in my example, the workaround I want to be reminded of is about iOS 13. So once I drop iOS 13, my app will be set with a minimum target of iOS 14. So I'm going to say that this declaration is deprecated in iOS 14, meaning that if I use this declaration in iOS 14, I want the compiler to emit a warning. And finally, I can also add a message for this future warning. And so I'm going to say that I want the message to say remove once we drop iOS 13. Okay, and so now before I actually increase, the minimum version of the app, I'm going to need to do one last thing, and don't worry, I will explain why later, and I will also improve on the syntax, because as you can see, I'm gonna have to, call this function reminder. So for now, this looks a little bit weird, maybe a little bit unoptimized, maybe even very unoptimized, but don't worry, it's all going to make sense in just a minute. So with that being said, now what I can do is that I can go in my project, and as you can see, so my project was supporting iOS 13 as the minimum version. I'm going to upgrade this value to iOS 14, so meaning that I have dropped support for iOS 13 in my app. So now I'm going to go back to my file. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to, basically clean my build folder. This way I will force this file to be built again. And now I'm going to build my project. And so you can see that now I actually get a compiler warning, so on line 17, and it says reminder was deprecated in iOS 14. And we have my custom message which says remove once we drop iOS 13. And this is how the @available attribute works. You can use this attribute to decorate a declaration. And then at every place where you are using this declaration, you will get a reminder once the minimum version supported by your app is greater or equal to this deprecated argument right here. So the good thing is that it works. Now we have a reminder that is managed by the compiler, but as I was saying before, this is not great at all. So of course I could optimize first, like this by making the two statements on the same line, but so it's a little bit better, but it's still far from perfect. But still, this syntax is interesting because it does allow us to have the compiler remind us whenever we need to check some code and maybe remove it because it is no longer useful. So how could we optimize this syntax? Well, the key to optimizing this syntax syntax is to take a look at this argument right here. And well, as we can imagine, there is not going to be that many value for this argument. Most of the time, we're only going to be using, well, major versions of iOS. And so, well, let's see how we can take advantage of this situation. So what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to remove this code right here. And well, instead I'm going to declare a global function. So as you can see, this function is called warning once iOS 13 is dropped, and it can take a message. And then, as you can imagine, the next step is that I'm going to annotate this function with the attribute @available. And so I've pasted the code to do so. And as you can see, I have hard-coded the version iOS 14 in the annotation. And now, well, all that I will have to do is that whenever I want to have in my code a reminder that the code should be checked once iOS 13 has been dropped, well, I will only need to call this global function. So let's see how it works. So as you can see, the call site is pretty simple. I just have to call my global function. So I'm calling a global function, but actually, as you can see, this function does nothing. So it's actually, well, equivalent of doing nothing. Here in the argument, well, I can leave a custom message. So in order, well, once the warning is triggered, it will give me maybe some context. And as you can see, well, this works perfectly because as we can see, the warning is indeed there because we have been using the global function warning once iOS 13 is dropped in a project that has indeed dropped iOS 13. And so this is the little tip that I wanted to share with you in this video. As you can see, when we use to our advantage the attribute @available, we can indeed, well, have the compiler manage for us a set of reminders that will be triggered once we have dropped a specific version of iOS. And as always, before we end, I want to show you how you can go even a little bit further. So for the moment, we only have a warning. And well, it can be good in most cases, but maybe there are some workarounds where you want to make absolutely sure that you will not forget to check once you have dropped the iOS version. And for this, maybe you would not like to have a warning, but you would like to have actually a compiler error, to make sure that you will have to check this out. And the way to achieve this is actually pretty simple. Instead of using the argument deprecated, well, you just have to use another argument, which is obsoleted. It works the exact same way with one difference is that obsoleted, well, is going to emit, as you can see, a compiler error instead of a compiler warning. And this time that's it. It's the end of the video. Thank you for watching it and see you next time.